This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Podcast. These are 12 stories we're following today. Again, if you're the first person to text me, it's 773-766-5322, and you listen to this all the way through, we'll send you a 1-hour Amazon gift certificate. You have to say something from somewhere in the back end of the podcast, so I know you listened to it all the way through. Thank you for listening. First, market futures were up early this morning. Now they're pointing in the wrong direction. They got to an all-time high, but there starts to be a little bit more caution in the market as people weigh what the Fed's going to do with rate cuts. Second, California law was just changed to require all fast food workers at chains of a certain size to pay the workers $20 an hour. This became effective on April 1st. This is likely to have some fallout, some more automation at fast food restaurants, some more movement to lessen labor costs. There's discussion of some people closing some stores and not expanding as much in California. We'll see how this all goes. This will be good for those workers that keep those jobs and probably challenging for that percentage that lose their jobs. Morning Brew has a great piece on this morning. Third, the Magnificent Seven. There's a discussion in the Wall Street Journal. Are the Magnificent Seven really the Magnificent Four or the Fab Four? NVIDIA, Meta Platforms, Microsoft, and Amazon are all up the most this year, but Google, Alphabet's right in that same ballpark. They're also up, but they're up 8% this year versus other companies that are up a little bit more than that so far this year. And NVIDIA, of course, in the lead, up 83%. Fourth, the Magnificent Seven year-to-date results. Tesla down 30%, NVIDIA up 82.5%, Microsoft up 12%, Amazon up 18%, Meta Platforms up 37%, Google, Alphabet up 8%, Apple down 7.6%. Again, Tesla and Apple are the two that are down. Fifth, great story in the Wall Street Journal. Can you gain weight on the weight loss drugs or not lose weight? Why are some people losing, not gaining? And I think it's like 4 reasons. One is people get overconfident on the weight loss drugs. 2 is they fight the weight loss drugs. If you know that sugar drives your impulse to eat and you go back to eating a lot of sugar, you can gain weight on the weight loss drugs. Third, they might just not work for your body chemistry. I think that's less likely, maybe 10% of people. And fourth, you have the wrong dosage. But you can for sure gain weight on the weight loss drugs. The biggest way I know of is you fight your own body chemistry. Sixth, a great piece in the Motley Fool on is it the right time to buy stocks and sort of Warren Buffett's advice here. And they come up with really 3 or so key points here. One is Warren Buffett was the net seller this past year, selling $40 billion in stock at Berkshire versus buying $24 billion in stock. So a net seller this past year. Second is don't invest based on FOMO. Let me just redo those numbers. Berkshire net seller, $40 billion sold, $16 billion bought. So net $24 billion in net sales of stocks this past year. Second, don't invest in FOMO. Don't chase things because you don't want to miss out. Third is know your allocation, stick to it. Fourth, and probably a fourth point here, is just be cautious in investing when the market's at all-time highs, but keep on sticking to your allocations. Seventh story in Motley Fool. Again, our stock's going to crash if Donald Trump becomes president. They'll get 2 things. One, the general problems that persist in the American economy that have nothing to do with President Trump. Second is policy changes that might be brought forward by him. Eighth, we have a separate podcast on this. Well, when a nation deficit spends at 7 to 8%, and it's growing its economy at 3 to 4%, that's a losing battle. That's like me eating 2 pounds of steak to try and lose 1 pound. It doesn't work. That's like me taking the family money, spending $2 to get $1 back, but giving that $2 away and having to pay interest on it. That doesn't work. So these are numbers that just don't work no matter what anybody tells you. This is bad economics, and it's not a knock on Biden. It's not a knock on Trump. It's a knock on both. Both are horrible deficit spenders. Ninth, story in the Wall Street Journal, Tesla's terrible quarter and why some analysts just missed this and didn't expect it. 10th story following today, I am enjoying Deion Sanders' new book, Elevate and Dominate, far more than expected. John Maxwell does the forward. Listening to him makes you want to buy more John Maxwell audiobooks. 11th, thrilled to have Eli Manning and Rob Gronkowski speaking at the Becker's Healthcare Revenue Cycle, Health IT, and Digital Health meeting this fall. Jessica Cole for more information. Finally, 12. I'm thrilled to go back and interview law students on behalf of McGuire Woods at Harvard Law School. I have been back there to interview students in God knows how long, and I'm very interested to see what people are thinking and what's going on there. So thank you to McGuire Woods, the greatest law firm in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 12 stories we're following today. Thank you very much.